iguana. In Guayaquil, and this is the ship I was on, an old converted Navy ship, as we headed out to the Pacific on the way to the Galapagos Islands, 600 miles away. On James Island, this is a colony of sea lions that greets everyone. And on the land iguana stakes claim to their territory. And the sea lions are also very playful around the edge. This is a small fishing village on one of the islands, Academy Bay. The sea lions are always watching. And so are the other seabirds on the nest watching. The hooded tern. And the Atlantic iguana staking claim to his territory. And the marine iguana and the sea lions seem to get along good together. Especially the colorful male iguana on Hood Island. On some islands there is a little vegetation, though it's not very colorful. Over the period of time, the lava breaks down into a little bit of soil, and some growth can occur. Two fur seals argued over territory. But the land iguana is quite content. And so is the fur seal. The flightless cormorants enjoy the Pacific Ocean and the Galapagos Islands. At places, the blowhole is very prominent. One of the buildings on Academy Bay, next to the Darwin Station. The buildings are quite old and primitive, but they serve the purpose. Some of the ship hands catch goats to eat. One of the buildings on the island at Darwin Institute. In the distance, a manta ray can be seen. And the penguins watch as we drift by. Penguins on the equator. And marine iguana enjoys his friend, the lightfoot crab. The mountain scenery as we cruise by, going from island to island. And the Galapagos tortoise, an ancient creature.
One of these ships from Darwin checking on the islands there. The grotto along the coast is very rocky. Ancient lava flows present a mysterious appearance. Inside one of the cinder cones showing the hardened lava. And the sea lions enjoy playing on it, along with the seals. Another blowhole as the incoming surf forces its way through the holes in the shoreline. Some of the growth of one of the islands. And the marine iguana enjoys sunning on the lava rocks. This one is king of the area, and he is proud to be there. Overhead, the frigate bird flies. Below, the first seal watchers. The backyard of one of the houses on the island, one of the islands. Only a couple of the islands are inhabited by man. This night heron watches, looking for something to eat. Looking out across the Pacific Ocean. These two land iguanas are arguing over the territorial rights. An age-old ritual carried on for centuries. The edge of James Island, one of the islands in the Galapagos. The rocky shore is also a good nesting area for some of the seabirds. Strange place. But the penguins are very happy. As are all the inhabitants of these mysterious islands, including the people. Along with the nesting hooded terns. And the marine iguana on Hood Island is very proud. This is a salt lake crater named after Darwin. On one of the islands, this is Post Office Bay, where ships leave mail, and another ship, when it comes along, will take it where it goes. Though it may be 6 months to a year or 2 years before it gets to where it's supposed to go. on the side of the crater looking down with the Pacific Ocean in the background. Beautiful place. And one can sit and wonder about the mystery of it all. This is Kicker Rock, coming straight out of the ocean. One of the streets, people walk wherever they go if they don't have cars there. At least at that time they didn't. And the sea lions don't need it. They are very good swimmers. They're not so good on land. But this one's very happy showing off in the beautiful crystal clear water. And the Galapagos tortoise enjoys being in the shade. The flightless cormorants enjoy sunning on the lava shoreline, along with the mama sea lions. There's a lot of good nesting places on these rocky islands. And the frigate birds soar overhead looking for something to eat. The surf is always crashing into the rocks. A volcano with a minor eruption on one of the islands. Shows the rocky yards of the people who live on the islands. This young sea lion is very happy at sleep. And a silly lightfoot crab happily crawls along the lava rocks. This is Florida Island. It has more vegetation than most of the islands. And the tropic bird flies overhead. The Galapagos Islands, home to the Galapagos tortoise, a majestic animal, age-old animal. And these hooded terns are glad to share the island with the Galapagos tortoise. On Hood Island is a favorite place of the different types of, this is the snowy booby. There's 3 types of boobies that live on the island and raise their young. You got the blue-footed booby, the red-footed booby, and the masked booby. They're proud of their young ones. And these are the waved albatross and their nest on the rocky island. And they share it with the other birds. And they don't mind people around as long as they don't get too close. The albatross are also proud of their nesting area. Some of the islands are still covered with hardened lava, but soon in the air it looks like the moon. Including this broken down crater that's deteriorated over the ages. Late in the evening, while alone on the side of a volcanic mountain, I realized everything was here. Elements both subtle and obvious. Its secrecy, the remote trails, the Sally Lightfoot crabs moving silently in silent patrol out in the bay, the snorting of the iguanas on the rocks, the black wings of the frigate birds gliding across the sky, and the colonies of sea lions watching you through half-closed eyes, tends to make you believe that you are in an age long ago, before man arrived with his selfish and foolish ways. It's a place that makes you seem like you're on the moon or in a faraway civilization somewhere. Standing next to the water, waiting for the last tender boat as the sun was setting, I suddenly realized that this was the last of the islands I was to visit. Could it be that it was a dream, I wondered, as the islands faded out of sight? Ahead was 650 miles of Pacific Ocean. Behind was a lifetime of memories that would never die. On the long voyage back, I thought of Herman Melville and how the Galapagos Islands impressed him. Here are his beautiful words describing his impressions of the mysterious, enchanted isles. Take 5 and 20 heaps of cinder, dumped here and there in the outside city lot. Imagine some of them magnified into mountains and a vacant lot to sea, and you will have a fit idea of the general aspect of the Encantados, or Enchanted Isles, a group rather of extinct volcanoes instead of isles, looking much as the world at large might after a penal conflagration. It is doubted whether any spot on earth can in desoliteness furnish a parallel to this group. Abandoned cemeteries of long ago, old cities by piecemeal tumbling to the ruin. These are melancholy enough, but like all else which has but once been associated with humanity, they still awaken in us some thought of sympathy, however sad. Hence even the Dead Sea, along with whatever emotion it may at times inspire, does not fail to touch in the pilgrim some of his less unpleasurable feelings. And as for solitariness, the great forests of the north, the expanses of unnavigated waters, the Greenland ice fields, are the profoundness of solitudes to a human observer. Still the magic of their unchangeable tides and seas mitigate their terror, because though unvisited by men, these forests are visited by the May. The remotest seas reflect familiar stars, even as Lake Erie does, and in the clear air of a fine polar day, the irradiated azure ice shows beautiful as malachite. But the special curse, as one may call it, of the Encantados, that which exalts them in desolation above Edemia and the pole, if to them change never comes, neither the change of seasons nor of sorrow. Cut by the equator, they know not autumn, and they know not spring, while already reduced to the leaves of fire. Ruin itself can work little more upon them. The showers refresh the desert, but in these isles rain seldom falls. Like split Syrian gourds left withering in the sun, they are cracked by an everlasting drought beneath a torrid sky. Have mercy upon me, the wailing spirit of the Encantadas seemed to cry, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. I stared at the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, gazing at nothingness, thinking about unknown things, wondering about the strangeness of this world. And to my cloudy brain came a message of hope, that someday, somehow, I will be able to come back. Maybe at that future time, however long that may be virtually still unspoiled by man. The Galapagos Islands, the Enchanted Isles, truly a place of special enchantment.